So I hit start on YouTube, and I'm also going to hit start on Twitch. And just like that. So everyone out on YouTube, hello. And welcome to the stream. We'll be getting going officially shortly. And what's up to everyone on Twitch as well. Whenever you are ready, Logan, you can go ahead and hit that button. We are live. It's always interesting the first few seconds of this. It's like, are we live? Are we going? Hey, there I am over there. I can hear myself on the other computer, so I must be going. What's up, everyone? Falcone here, live from Helping Our Music Evolve in East Nashville, Tennessee. Welcome to Falcone Fridays. Today I'm going to be mixing a song for 1 hour and seeing how far I get. Today we're working on a song called How Low by a good friend of mine, Charisma, aka Lord Goldie. This is going to be, I should be able to get close to finishing this one in the hour. And this may be helpful for a lot of hip-hop guys out there, or gals, or producers that are used to, or I guess internet rappers that are used to leasing beats from internet producers. I'm going to be working with a 2-track today, so you'll be able to see here I have a 2-track in my session, and I also have some vocals. So this is very common when it comes to for when you lease beats off the internet. Sometimes internet producers just lease beats for like $30, and that's all you can afford at the time, so you just get the 2-track. And if it's for SoundCloud, just promotional material, it's not as mission critical to have all the track outs, as they say. So I'll be able to walk you through my process of how I deal with 2-tracks. Charisma happens to have a really good one in her session. It's not already mastered. There's no limiting that's happening with the track. The gain structure is done well, so it leaves me enough headroom to then turn it up together with the vocals, versus having to deal with the problem of it already being mastered and then having to figure out, okay, how am I going to get this vocal sitting in a song that's already at its maximum peak. There's no headroom for this vocal to kind of sit in. So I'll go through that process for you and kind of show you some tips and tricks that you can use to allow the vocal to mesh with this 2-track and kind of get it to sound like it's one cohesive unit. So I'll go ahead and play this song here. First, let me probably go ahead and get my timer going. There it is. This timer will go 6-1 here. I'll let you do it. Get a refresh. I'm gonna hit start here, and then I'll go ahead and press play.
Could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of people like me, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me. Even if they didn't appeal to me, how could a fake relationship be so real to me? Guess that was my fault. Tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought. If I can get out, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate. Your ass got a different fate. Tell me how low, how low, how low, how low, how low were you willing to go? Tell me how low, how low, how low, how low, how low, how low were you willing to go? Hey.
Cool, so that's what we got going. So first, before we dive into anything, I'm going to show you kind of, since we have time here, and it's not so dense of a track, I'm going to show you kind of my session setup. I did a little bit before to save us some time, but I'm going to walk through the kind of the approach here, and kind of just show you how I would set something like this up. So we have a 2-track instrumental, right? And then we have if we go back to edit view here, you'll see we got 3 vocals, a main vocal, some in and outs. We have the hook that's also doubled, and some in and outs, or punchlines, or ad libs, if you will. And that's about it. So what I did was I created an aux track here, and I bust all the vocals to it. So I have my main vocal track here, or my vocal aux bus, and like she had auto tune. I don't necessarily have that version of auto tune, so I'm using Waves Tune Real Time to kind of tighten up her vocals, because I'm assuming that's what she wanted. She's not here right now, so I can't ask her personally what she wanted or what she was going for. So I'm going to stick with this and make it sound natural versus making it sound affected. Then, as you've seen in a lot of my other streams, I love to use the NLS channel to emulate how you would be able to drive the input of a console. So I then added those to each individual element or part, the vocals, and then on the main vocal bus here, I also added this again, but I'm gonna do something a little different this time for everyone. I'm gonna show you. There's 2 ways to use this plugin actually. So one would be to drive the input. Excuse me, drive the input, and then so that's like you're driving the input of a console, and then second way to use it is if you use your output fader here. So then if you do not turn drive up and you're just using this output fader, it's like you're using the output stage to drive the mix bus of a console. So there's 2 ways to look at that. Again, one would be if you're using the drive knob, you're driving the input of the channel on input, right? And then if you're using the output, you're actually just using a VCA fader, an actual voltage control amplifier, adding gain with a fader, and that's what that's doing. So I'm going to use it that way for on this bus here, right? So then from there, I'm gonna bus out of this into a main vocal track here, which are these auxes that are set up on this left side here. So you can see this is my vocal track, and I have it named vocals. So when I press play here, you'll see the vocal come up here. I also took them instrumental and I busted to the music bus. And if everyone's like, how do you get it to say music? All you do is right click on whatever your bus is, and it says rename, and you can rename it to anything so it doesn't say bus 1 and 2, and you can keep your stuff organized. So there you go. So what I'm going to do now is on the I'm going to also then excuse me, music. I have a music track, aux setup, vocal, a parallel compression track for the music, a parallel compression track for the vocals, and then a main track. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send all these out to the main bus here, okay? And then that will then send everything here to your main bus, and then on that I'm going to use this NLS bus, right? So this then is the summing section of the console, right? So I usually like to either use spike or mic depending on the type of song. So then when you'll see here on each individual NLS channel, you'll have different VCA groups. So what I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to actually turn all these off, because I don't want the individual tracks being able to be manipulated by the VCA. I just want the main group itself. So I'm going to set all the individual channels to off, and then I'm going to go to the Vox bus aux track we made here, and I'm going to have it be VCA number 1. So then that will show up here under VCA 1, right? So if I turn up, go back to here, and if I turn up this here, this is going to be affecting the level of this Vox track. So check it out.
Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of people like man, ain't no
see how that
more
works?
chivalry. When you don't play your cards right on
Because I assigned it on this channel to VCA 1, and VCA 1 is now on this bus, main bus, I can now turn this up, and now this is driving the summing, the master section. I'm putting more gain into the master bus. So we have 8 faders or 8 VCAs here that we can do that with. So I'm gonna then on our music track here, I'm going to do the same thing. This time I'm going to use NLS here, and I'm going to put it, I'm going to drive it, right? I'm going to drive the front end of it, say no VCA, and then I'm going to go over to our music bus, and I'm going to say, okay, here's the NLS channel again, right? And this time I'm going to say no, I don't want it, I'm sorry, I want to be on group 2. Then if I go over to NLS here, on our bus, on our master bus, you can see if I hit up VCA 2, I can adjust a fader or the level just from that. And that comes from an old analog console technique. So if you have all your tracks spread across, say, 48 channels, and you have your drums sounding great, you have your bass, everything, your vocals are all sounding good, you can group them to VCAs. Then that brings you to the middle of the console and to the center section. Then you got 8 faders. So then you're able to make micro adjustments to a multiple banks of faders. So all your drums would be on one fader, your bass would be on one fader, all your vocals would be on one fader, and then you're making micro adjustments to the master bus. So your master section, how it all sums together, that's your last stage right there before you hit your master compressors, for example, on an SSL. Yes, thank you about that. This is where you'd be able to make micro adjustments, like I'm saying. And if you're making these adjustments, this is where you can get the mix to come alive, is how you're summing it. Just one micro adjustment can get everything to just come alive, because it's voltage at that point. You're summing voltage together, and how different frequencies have different wavelengths, and how that all mixes together is dependent on one another. So there you can have your mix, it might be sound dull, you're like, what's going on? And you make one little adjustment maybe to the drums and the bass, like the bass goes down a little bit, the drums come up, and all of a sudden, bam, the mix comes alive, it sounds brighter. That may just be because you're not driving so much low end to the master section or the summing bus taking up all that headroom. Maybe it only needed 0.5 dB or 1 dB down to get everything to breathe again the way you wanted it to. So just some old school kind of techniques used on analog consoles, but you can do a pretty good job replicating it inside the box here. So that's where we're starting. And again, it's always about gain structure for me. I can get things to bang really, really loud and really hard just by getting my gain structure proper. So now that we have that established here, let's take a listen to this vocal and see what we can do there.
Sit with me, even if they didn't appeal to me. How could a fake relationship be so real to me? Guess that was my fault. Tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought. If I do it out, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate. Your ass got a different fate. Tell me how long. Real to me, how could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of being polite, man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me, even if they didn't appeal to me. How could a fake relationship be so real to me? Guess that was my fault. Tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought. If I do it out, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate. Your ass got a different fate. Tell me how long. Real to me, how could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little.
All right, I'm going to solo this real quick and listen if where this vocal was recorded.
Real to me, how could you
They already had some vocal or effects set up, so I'm going to let's see here. Vocals, main bus is not.
What's the deal with me? Your secrets are sealed with me, even if they didn't.
Yeah, so I can tell just by soloing the vocal that this was recorded in a bedroom that was not treated. So what we can do is this is kind of dangerous, but it's kind of a pro move, so I can do this. I'm gonna open up Fab Filter here, and I'm gonna see if I can isolate some of these frequencies that I hear that are a little boxy, that it sounds like the room a little bit, and just cut those a little bit before I start EQing them, because again, some of our past streams you heard that if there's a problem, if you're at a fan noise or a low hum and all this stuff, and you start compressing an EQ at the end, it's going to be very apparent. So I try to cut all that nasty stuff out first before I start compressing and EQing it. So
Riddle me, how could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of people like man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are, even if they didn't appear to. Guess that was my. Without it'll reciprocate. A from the.
So
me.
you hear this? You got some low rumble.
Rhythm.
So if I go, you can start hearing. That's from the speakers in the room that we're probably playing, right? And her vocal, there's nothing down there. You're starting to get a little bit down there, so I can cut all the way up to 160 hertz.
My life without you, I manage.
Right?
That's a.
And then if I can solo this frequency here, there's really no information in her voice. It's just all extra crap that you really don't need. So
what's the deal with me? Your secrets are sealed with me, even if they didn't appear to me. How could a fake relationship be so rid of me? Guess that was my fault. Tragic, make a habit out of damage. I can live my life with.
And then you can say, okay, it's about 350. So if I go to 700, right? That's the harmonic of that frequency.
No more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me, even if they didn't appear to me. How could a fake relationship be so rid of me? Guess that was my fault. Tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought. If I threw it out, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate. Your ass got a different.
Let's see what that sounds like without it.
Riddle me, how could you
Without
ever
it?
be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of people like man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me.
Okay, let's hear what that sounds in context.
Riddle me, how could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of people like man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me, even if they didn't appear to me. How could a fake relationship be so rid of me? Guess that was my fault. Tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought. If I threw it out, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate. Your ass got a different fate. Tell me how long. Riddle me, how could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of being polite, man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are still with me. Even if they didn't appeal to me, how could a fake relationship be so real to me? Guess that was my fault, tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought if I do it out. Reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate. Your ass got a different fate. Tell me how long. Riddle me, how could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of being polite, man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me. Even if they didn't appeal to me, how could a fake relationship?
All right, cool. So I like how different EQs cut and boost. So I like the Pultec EQ here, the mid-range EQ, to do some cutting in the 700 range or boost in the 700 range. So let me listen.
Riddle me, how could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of being polite, man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me. Even if they didn't appeal to me, how could a fake relationship be so real to me? Guess that was my fault, tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought if I threw it out, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate. Your ass got a different fate. Tell me how long.
Okay, so now that I have this sounding good here.
Riddle me, how could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of being polite, man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me. Even if they didn't appeal to me, how could a fake relationship be so real to me? Guess that was my fault, tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought if I threw it out, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate. Your ass got a different fate. Tell me how long.
All right, cool. So this is where I'm battling the 2-track, right? So I'm like, with this gain structure, normally it's going to be fine, but this is now kind of it's kind of competing with the music. So what I could do is I can send from here, and I can go send a vocal parallel compression track here from the main vocal bus.
Riddle me, how could you ever be little me? Cause all you.
And what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna smash this sucker. Let's see what I want to use here to accomplish this. There's so many ways to go about this. It's all flavor at this point. No. Oh, I can show you another trick that could be cool too. But I'll use this the Pultec, or I'm sorry, the Fairchild here.
Riddle me, how could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of being polite, man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me. Even if they didn't appeal to me, how could a fake relationship be so real to me? Guess that was my fault, tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought if I threw it out, it'll reciprocate.
And I can smash it here, and then what also I could do is I can add some EQ here. And then I'm actually gonna set up another aux track here and do it this way. So go stereo aux track, and I'm going to bus this to another bus, and then send both of these to its own bus, and then send this back out to the main bus. So now both of those tracks are going to that was this one over here, sorry. They're gonna go to the the newly created, we'll call this vocal master. And so then I can have both tracks on its own aux tracks before it actually goes to the main bus here. So I'm gonna go hit this back main bus. So you hear that. And then what I could do here is I can say, okay, I'm gonna EQ it just enough. I'm gonna go with the API because I love APIs.
Little me, how could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of being polite, man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me. Even if they didn't appeal to me, how could a fake relationship be so real to me? Guess that was my fault, tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought, if I threw it out, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate, your ass got a different fate. Tell me how long.
Cool. So it just adds a little bit extra in there. And what I could do is I could do something really neat like this. So I can go to Dynamics. I can go to Vocal Rider. So this is a really cool plugin. And then again, it has a sidechain input. So if I send from the music a bus, right? So bus 13 from the music, and I'm going to get the key input of the vocal rider, right? So what this is going to do, it's going to take the sidechain input, and it's going to allow this vocal to ride on top of whatever is in the sidechain input. So nothing, it will allow that always to be present. I'll always keep it above it. So let me see if I can set this to a point where that is audible.
Little me, how could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of being polite, man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me. Even if they didn't appeal to me, how could a fake relationship be so real to me? Guess that was my fault, tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought, if I threw it out, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate, your ass got a different fate. Tell me how long. Little me, how could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of being polite, man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards.
And I'm gonna go ahead and take this NLS bus, and I'm gonna put it on this main vocal bus instead.
Little me, how could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of being polite, man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me. Even if they didn't appeal to me, how could a fake relationship be so real to me? Guess that was my fault, tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought, if I threw it out, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't
cool. So that sounded good. So I'm gonna get this music cracking a little bit more. So I'm gonna go ahead and send. I'm just gonna use. I'm gonna switch this around and go vocal para here, and then I'm gonna go, or sorry, music, and then I'm gonna go back here and go music para here.
Little me, how could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of being polite, man.
Actually, I'm going to redo that. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to use two different buses instead because I don't want as much there. So here's this. I'm going to go to music para.
Little me, how could you ever be little me?
And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put what to use. This is kind of cool.
Little me, how could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of being polite, man, ain't no no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me. Even if they didn't appeal to me, how could a fake relationship be so real to me?
And then I'm going to EQ it a little bit. Beforehand, I'm going to go back to the API here and...
Real to me, how could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of people like man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me. Even if they didn't appeal to me, how could a fake relationship be so real to me? Guess that was my fault, tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought, if I do it out, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate, your ass got a different fate. Tell me how long. Real to me, how could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of people like man, ain't...
Okay, cool. So that's kind of a basic setup. Now, here's another cool trick. So once you got everything kind of set, right? We're going to go back to gain structure because it's the most important part when we're mixing. I set up multiple master faders. Now, most of the time, most people just do it this way. They'll send all the tracks that you have out one master fader, and they're expecting it to sound good. And you're controlling everything. That's your master, and you put all your plugins on one master fader, right, before you bounce it to disk. This way, I'm setting up multiple master faders for buses. And what that does is, because I like the blend of everything, right, I just might be wanting to adjust my gain structure to everything. So, for example, I have a music bus, a vocal bus, a vocal parallel track, and then a vocal master, right? So if I move my music parallel compression track over, and then I make a new aux track, right? So just like I did the vocals, I'm just going to send this to its own master bus, right? So Alt-Shift, bus 1516. I can rename it and call it music master. And then this will be music master, right? Oh, I already named that. Call that bus. So now I can assign one of these mastered faders here to that bus, right? So I can just say music master, and then our vocal master, I can say, okay, this is going to affect the vocal master, which is... Did I already make one for that? Let's see. Oh, I called it 11 and 12. I didn't rename it, so I can call it vocal master. Excuse me. Okay, so I can go back here. Bus vocal master. Perfect. So now I can use these master faders without adjusting the levels of any of these individual tracks, because I like how that sounds. But as you can see,
real to me, how could you ever be little me?
My master bus is a little hot, right? So I can turn those down. So check it out.
Real to me, how could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of people like me.
Well, for some reason this has automation on it, so let's go ahead and go over to our edit view real quick. Oh, I see. We got some fades going on down here. Let's go ahead and delete those, and then we should be back to normal. Yeah, cool. So.
Hello. Real to me, how could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of people like me.
All right, now I gotta send our bus back to our main bus. All right, there we go.
Hello. Real to me, how could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be.
No more vocal. Right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to adjust these about maybe 7 dB down. Both of them. So that's allowing the full range of the headroom to go to these aux tracks, but I'm trimming what goes into the main bus, right, of the music and the vocal itself. And what I'm doing is that's controlling the gain structure that goes into the main bus, which drives this master bus. Why am I doing this? Now I'm choosing to use the gain structure of the master section here, the VCA that we talked about earlier in the stream, right? So I'm getting my levels, my gain structure right, so then I can regain it using these VCA faders. So that's 7 dB that I just took down for these master faders that are just adjusting those main music parallel tracks and the vocal and parallel track going to their buses. I'm controlling the level going into those. So let's see if I can make that clear, because it's a little confusing. So you can see on the right here, or on the left, these are all here. Make sure I got pre-feeder mating off so we can see what's really happening. So you can see if I turn the music down, the music bus goes away. See, on this right here, it goes away. But the levels are still the same on the music and the music parallel track, right? So that gain structure is intact, because sometimes you like how the track, the gain structure is working there and it's driving those plugins. So if you like what it sounds like there and you're getting all the smack and the thump from the compression that's happening on those tracks, but you just need to tame the overall level down, this is the way you do it. You send both of those to a master bus and then use a master fader to control the level going into that, so you don't have to adjust the individual faders here all the time. You just use one fader and it's adjusting multiple faders. Different than a VCA, this is just a master fader. VCA is actually adding amplification, it's adding gain, it's a different thing. So I'm going to just put this back to -7 here.
Little me, how could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me.
So I got my gain structure looking good. You can see here on our master bus, we got plenty of headroom.
That's what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me, even if they didn't appear to.
And I'm going to go ahead and move this because I had it on the main bus before we did our master bus of our music. So now this is on VCA 2 and our vocals on VCA 1 here, right? See? Music goes down. I'm sorry, that was vocal down, music down. So now I can use these to drive the center section, right? So I can go ahead and turn up the gain again.
How could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of people like man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me, even if they didn't appear to me. How could a fake relationship be so real to me? Guess that was my fault. Tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a thought if I threw it out, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate. Your ass got a different fate. Tell me how low, how low, how low, how low, how low were you willing to go? Tell me how low, how low, how low, how low.
So that's how what we got going there. Again, these are summing tricks that allow to get a hotter master. So since I'm at this stage, I'm gonna go ahead and add the rest of my master bus processing, and then go back to some of the other stuff, more effects stuff and ad libs and stuff.
Hello. Little me, how could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of people like man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me, even if they didn't appear to me. How could a fake relationship be so real to me? Guess that was my fault. Tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought if I threw it out, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate. Your ass got a different fate. Tell me how long. How long?
Little trick with the stereo compressor here.
Real me.
I tried to set the threshold around a negative 11 or 10.3, 10.9, 11, and then makeup gain around 2. And you want it, just kind of want this to bounce on top like it does. 2-to-1 ratio, 30 millisecond attack.
Little me, how could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of people like man, ain't no more chivalry.
So that's about right, gain structure wise. And that will look different depending on the tempo of the song and all that. So the next thing I go to is the linear phase multiband dynamics processor, which is probably arguably one of my favorite plugins, other than the SSL stuff. It's very transparent, and it caused no phasing issues between frequency bands here. So what I do is these levels on the bottom here are peak levels. And what I do is I put on auto makeup gain, and then I adjust these threshold points to be the maximum or the peak levels, so that it just kind of keeps everything in check on the top end or at your peak value, so nothing kind of goes over, but it does it dynamically or via the band splits. So it's not like a general compressor that's going to compress all frequency bands the same. It's frequency dependent. So if you have too much high end, it's not going to adjust your it's not going to affect your low end. It's only going to attenuate the band that it needs to. So see what that looks like.
Little me, how could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of people like man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me.
So it just brings everything up a little bit. And then I'll like to usually do go here, and I'll go to my stereo image plugin here. And I'll also add at the at the end, I'm going to add this limiter, and then I'm also going to go back, and I think, well, we're here. Let's adjust this first.
Hello. Secrets are sealed with me, even if they didn't appeal to me. How could a relationship be so rid of me? Guess that was my fault. Tragic can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought. If I threw it out, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate. Your ass got a different fate. Tell me how long.
All right, cool. So on this case, I want to spread it out a little bit, get some more stereo image, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do after.
Little me, how could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of people like man, ain't no more.
Killer. So that sounded good on the stereo side. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make another track here, a stereo aux track. It could really be a mono aux track. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to send, let's see, I'm going to make this also the main bus. Let's see, main bus. So right here, main bus, main bus, right? Actually, what we're going to do is here, we're going to, how are we going to do this one? let's just send it from another one. So I can go to my main bus here and send out bus 17 because that's what I just selected out. What I'm doing is I'm creating a mono track, or a mono track that I'm going to put right up the gut. It's only going to be mono. And I'm going to blend that into our... so now that we have this, so we can call this mono, right? And then I have this main. So now I'm going to make another main, right? Aux track here that I want to bus both of these two, and I'm going to place... I'm going to take off this limiter here, and I'm going to do something like this. I'm going to move it, these channels, or these processing over here, only keep this stereo here, move the master. So I'm just going to do the stereo processing on the main bus, keep this mono bus, and then I'm going to bus both those into another bus. You're like, what the hell, all these buses? How am I going to keep all this straight? I know, it's wild. So now I have a mono track, and then I have a stereo track here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take it off the music, and I'm just going to send it from the vocals. Why is that? Because I used this stereo imaging processor, and I spread out most of the sound. So I kind of lose power in the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just duplicate this here. Oop, it's not going to be the same.
Riddle me, how could you riddle me?
Feedback loop, stand by. See, this is main bus 17, 18.
Hello. Riddle me, how could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of being below.
That makes sense, y'all. This has to be 1920 because I used that as the input. I used bus 17 as the input. So I'll go this 1920, and this should be 19 to 20.
Hello. Riddle me, how could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of being polite, man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are secret.
So we can kind of hear how we have the stereo information going, and I can actually use a plugin and show you how this, what that sounds like. So if I go here, and which plugin does this too? All right, just go here. I'm gonna load this Visual V2. Yeah. So I'm just showing the stereo information for you guys. That's what's only in the stereo field, and this is what's mono. Stereo, mono, together.
Your secrets are sealed with me. Even if they didn't appear to me, how could a fake relationship be so rid of me? Guess that was my fault. Tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought. If I threw it out, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate. Your ass got a different fate. Tell me how long. How long could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of being polite, man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me. Even if they didn't appear to me, how could a fake relationship be so rid of me? Guess that was my fault. Tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought. If I threw it out, it'll reciprocate. ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate, your ass got a different fate. Tell me how long could you ever belittle me? Could you ever belittle me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of being polite, man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me. Even if they didn't appeal to me, how could a fake relationship be so real to me? Guess that was my fault, tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought, if I do it out, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate, your ass got a different fate. Tell me how low, how low, how low, how low, how low were you willing to go? Tell me how low, how low, how low, how low, how low were you willing to go? Hey, so low you try to drag me with you. You need a genie now. You wish you had me with you, or don't believe me now. You had your chance, homie. When it comes to betrayal, thought you'd be the last, homie. But who am I kidding? Would've failed if I knew I was slipping. That's something that love can do. The vision, manipulate the bad for the good. Misconstrue your decision, elude your intentions. Will help you pursue your mission. It's crazy how we on two different levels, but you go low to bring me lower. Your ass must be the devil. Reach your hand up out that quicksand. I'm sorry I can't help you. Letting you go was therapeutic, yeah, it was helpful. Tell me how low, how low, how low, how low, how low were you willing to go? Tell me how low, how low, how low, how low, how low were you willing to go? Hey. Could you ever belittle me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of being polite, man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me. Even if they didn't. Could you ever belittle me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of being polite, man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me. Even if they didn't appeal to me, how could a fake relationship be so real to me? Guess that was my fault, tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought, if I do it.
I'm just adding a little more bass here to the low end on the master
Could you
music.
ever belittle me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of being polite, man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me. Even if they didn't appeal to me, how could a fake relationship be so real to me? Guess that was my fault, tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought, if I do it out, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point,
All right, let's go back here. I'm gonna adjust these ad-libs a little bit.
little me, cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of being polite, man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me. Even if they didn't appeal to me, how could a fake relationship be so real to me? Guess that was my fault, tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought, if I do it out, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate, your ass got a different fate. Tell me how low. Little me, cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of being polite, man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me. Even if they didn't appeal to me, how could a fake relationship be so real to me? Guess that was my fault, tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought, if I do it out, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate. Your ass.
Let's make this like a little.
Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of being polite, man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me. Even if they didn't appeal to me, how could a fake relationship be so real to me? Guess that was my fault. Tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought. If I do it out, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate. Your ass got a different fate. Tell me how long.
I'm gonna add a little bit more high end to
Cause all you ever
vocal.
be is little me. Sick of being polite, man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me. Even if they didn't appeal to me, how could a fake relationship be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of being polite, man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the You wish you had me with you, or don't believe me now. You had your chance, homie. When it comes to betrayal, thought you'd be the last, homie. But who am I kidding? Would've failed if I knew I was slipping. That's something that love can do. The vision, manipulate the bad for the good. Misconstrue your decision, elude your intentions. Will help you pursue your mission. It's crazy how we on two different levels, but you go low to bring me lower. Your ass must be the devil. Reach your hand up out that quicksand. I'm sorry I can't help you. Letting you go was therapeutic. Yeah, it was helpful. Tell me how long. Little me, cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of being polite, man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me. Even if they didn't appeal to me, how could a fake relationship be so real to me? Guess that was my fault. Tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought. If I do it out, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate.
All right, cool. So it's sounding pretty good here, and what I'm gonna do now is see how long I got. I got 5 minutes. So I'm gonna send put a on this master bus here on the instruments or the music. I'm gonna put this F6 on it again and show you how to sidechain the vocal here to the music. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this here and call it bus 21. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go bus 21 on the track, and then I'm gonna go to a few different places here. I'm gonna go to the 5th band here. I'm gonna go ahead and hit our sidechain source to be external here on the right hand side.
Little me, cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of being polite, man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me. Even if they didn't appeal to me, how could a fake relationship be so real to me? Guess that was my fault. Tragic.
Listen to this.
That's a standard thought. If I do it out, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice.
So that's what I want, because that's the main meat of the vocal. So I'm gonna attenuate that in the audio track.
Little me, Sick of people like man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me, even if they didn't appeal to me. How could a fake relationship be so real to me? Guess that was my fault. Tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought. If I do without, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate. Your ass got a different fate. Tell me how long.
So that's the part right there, is when that all comes in, the vocal kind of gets buried. So it's
make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought. If I do without, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate. Your ass got a different fate. Tell me how long.
So it allows the vocal to cut through just a little more there. On the vocal track. So I don't usually like to use reverb too much, but since they have one kind of set up, they probably was, whoa, that's a UAD plugin that I don't have. I'm going to go to H-Verb though, because I like that. And for y'all that don't know, 480L Music Room Music Club, what? Classic.
Make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I mean.
So I got all these vocals sent into here, here, and here. Since I'm going to go ahead and send it to, I'm going to send it from the actual track, not the bus, because I have other things going there right now. So
make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought. If I do without, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate. Your ass got a different fate. Tell me how long. Make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought. If I do without, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no.
So maybe I'll just do it on the ad-libs.
Make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought. If I do without, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate. Your ass got a different fate. Tell me how long. Make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought. If I do without, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate. Your ass got a different fate. Tell me how. Make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought. If I do without, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate. Your ass got a different fate.
And this is one of those situations.
Make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought. If I do without, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate. Your ass got a different fate. Tell me how long. Make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought. If I do without, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate. Your ass got a different fate. Tell me how long. Make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought. If I do without, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate. Your ass got a different fate. Tell me how long.
So I think that's pretty good for this section. So I'm going to mute my microphone real quick and bang out on the big speakers and make sure it's good.
Tell me how long. How long. How low are you willing to go? Tell me how low. I like to welcome y'all to my jazz room. How low? We talking real shit though. Real me, how could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of people like man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me. Even if they didn't appeal to me, how could a fake relationship be so real to me? Guess that was my fault, tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought, if I do it out, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate, your ass got a different fate. Tell me how low, how low could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of people like man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me. Even if they didn't appeal to me, how could a fake relationship be so real to me? Guess that was my fault, tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought, if I do it out, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate, your ass got a different fate. Tell me how low could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of people like man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me. Even if they didn't appeal to me, how could a fake relationship be so real to me? Guess that was my fault, tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought, if I do it out, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate, your ass got a different fate. Could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of people like man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me. Even if they didn't appeal to me, how could a fake relationship be so real to me? Guess that was my fault, tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought, if I do it out, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate, your ass got a different fate. Tell me how low could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of people like man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed. Even if they didn't appeal to me, how could a fake relationship be so real to me? Guess that was my fault, tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought, if I do it out, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate, your ass got a different fate. Tell me how low could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of people like man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me. Even if they didn't appeal to me, how could a fake relationship be so real to me? Guess that was my fault, tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought, if I do it out, it'll reciprocate. Ate from the same plate, but your ass had a different taste. At this point, ain't no choice but to disintegrate. I choose to live in fate, your ass got a different fate. Tell me how low, how low, how low were you willing to go? Tell me how low.
All right, y'all. That's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. We got a little in depth. Again, from my ears, the 2-track is good, but again, I don't have enough control over dynamic. It's already tubed, and it's hard for me to get all the punch I want. Again, so I'm forced to work with the instrumental I have. So I'm trying to get the vocal to sit in this instrumental that's already mixed. So what I'm trying to do right now is I want to get more punch out of this track and a little more bass out of the track, but it's hard for me to do that because I don't have control over the bass and the kick individually. So tips for internet rappers and people like that that lease tracks from producers: save up your money, buy the track outs, and hire a good mixing engineer to mix your track so you can get the full potential out of your song. So thanks for watching. I'm Falcone, live from Helping Our Music Evolve in East Nashville, Tennessee. Every week we do this Falcone Fridays 60-minute mix challenge. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Peace.
Could you ever be little me? Cause all you ever be is little me. Sick of people like man, ain't no more chivalry. When you don't play your cards right, don't ask what's the deal with me. Your secrets are sealed with me, even if they didn't appeal to me. How could a fake relationship be so real to me? Guess that was my fault. Tragic, can't make a habit out of damage. I can live my life without you, I manage. That's a standard thought. If I do it out, it'll reciprocate. A from the